Yeah, hi, it's me again. It's me back again with another FMV classic. This time, of course, we are once again returning to China for a game that may be called. It may be called. I don't know. Its name seems to change with every damn translation. I think according to the translation I just did, it's Beauty, Please Don't Interrupt My Studies or something. So let's refamiliarize ourselves with the young ladies, our possible partners in this journey to China. I don't remember any of that. I remember her. I remember she was one of the former Romanovs. Someone whose ancestors were put up against a wall in Yekaterinburg, and a good thing too. Some Romanovs were thrown down a well, and when the fall didn't kill them, the Bolsheviks unloaded a lot of bullets into the well, and when that didn't kill them, they lobbed grenades down into the well. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, really. But apparently they realised they were still alive. The Bolsheviks realised these Romanovs were still alive because they could hear singing from the bottom of the well. Hymns being sung, and they thought, well, we need to do something about that, so they lobbed a grenade down there. And when they finally excavated their bodies, 100 years later, decades later, maybe 100 years later. No, it wasn't that recent. They found that enough of the Romanovs that had been thrown down the well had survived for long enough to have actually tried bandaging each other's wounds. Can you imagine that, being stuck down a well, being shot at, having grenades thrown down at you, and having enough time to have your wounds bound? That must have been pretty bloody awful. But on the flip side of that, it must have been pretty bloody awful for the millions of other people living in the Russian Empire, subject to those decadent imperialist scum. Welcome once again to one of our FMV Ladies School Prints, is what it says at the top left. That's what we'll have to call part 3. What happened last time? Do we remember? And more importantly, is anybody watching? Is anybody watching this Thursday evening? Ladies' School Prints, as we delve back into high school hijinks. What do all of these mean? Femininity 101. What was that? We acquired the book Femininity 101. Help Avril climb over the wall. I remember we did that. Oh, give Avril your sanitary pad collectible. Okay, we're going to have to remember. Hello, Atomic Haunter. Good to see you. We're going to have to remember to give her a sanitary pad, apparently. That's part of this game. What else have we got? These are the girls we've met so far. We've met Avril Lynn. She likes cute things, but is not brave. We've met Serena Wen. Recently, actually. She is not popular among girls, but is good at baking. That's worth considering. And then there's Nico Romanov, the girl I really don't trust. She's the president of the Exploration Society. She likes Chinese culture. She's obsessed with ghost tales because, again, all of her ancestors were killed. She also has a book in English there. I see American textbook reading because, of course, she is a Russian spy. So I suggest, what is the storyline here? I don't really care. Let's get into it, Atomic Haunter. Yes, I remember we attacked him, didn't we? We attacked him, thought he was some kind of serial killer, and we knocked his wig off. And my character is the only young man at this all-girls school. Felt certain that... Oh. Well, so that was the end of the storyline, yes, and we're doing a lot better with Avril than Serena and Nico. as we pointed out in part 1, Avril and Serena are traditional Chinese names. And Nico, who has been crying for the death of Anastasia, is the most Chinese person here. I'm going to say right now that this game completely lacks the personality of our South Korean romantic ventures. Wow, what a photo portrait to have on your desk. The reverse of someone. Atomic Haunter, I'm glad you're here for the ride. Leave us a thumbs up. That's a nice bouquet of flowers. Isn't these flowers looking quite fresh? What does this mean? So, I think this is the first time we've had an entry that says there are hidden items in the scene. Click to interact. Ha-ha! There we go. This is this broken sword style. We're picking up some linen bandages. Yeah. Ah, right. I see. Atomic Haunter says, I was in the middle of watching your Bloodline ratings videos, quite literally, as I'd finished number 2, and I saw you were streaming. Well, I mean, you are in for a treat. Atomic Haunter. What bloodline would you say that anatomical model is representing? I understand, in my Bloodlines video, I spoke rather derisively about the Aku and the Volgir bloodlines in Vampire the Masquerade. And I understand in a very recent V5 book, they have been introduced to the tabletop game. So how about that? What is this thing? It's not... Oh, it is one of these. Ecology of benthic macrofauna in the South China Sea. Well, I'm really glad we did that. Do tell me, by the way, live viewers, if the volume from the game is at the right volume or not. It looks like our school nurse is unlucky in love. Yes, I know. I was looking in the same place as you were over at that trolley behind her. It looks like those 2 rings on her necklace symbolize that she is in a relationship, I think. I completely agree, Atomic Haunter. I think vicissitude as a discipline is more popular than the Zimishi. Somebody I used to know. Oh, Ada Ouyang is now a prospective romantic partner and older than the others, which does make me feel slightly less awkward. No, I'll lift my clothing for you, Ada. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, I think I fell in love with a school nurse. Which one shall we go for, Atomic Haunter? Are we going to tell the school nurse that we just ran here, or are we going to blow our shot straight away? Are we going to go for because you are so beautiful to me? You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Can't you see? You're everything I prayed for. You're everything I need. Atomic Haunter says, it seems you were snooping around her office looking for something. Yes, but now she has appeared as one of our potential love interests. So the question is... And I'm not sure what we were snooping around here for, honestly. I don't remember that ever being established. Right now we're in the early stages of the game where we're still adding prospective partners to our roster. I think we will. We're gonna shoot our shot. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go right for it, Atomic Haunter. She looks slightly doped. Look into her eyes, not there. Yep. Wow. Well, that was easy. If we were playing Five Hearts Under One Roof, I think we would get slapped at this stage of the game. Oh, sorry, you're a doctor, not a nurse. That's sexism for you. She likes flirting with the students at school. It's fine. That's a perfectly normal thing for a doctor to do. I'd like it if my character then retched as she puts her spectacles on. Oh, God! Can I not call you Doctor? I'm feeling uncomfortable right now, Dr. Ouyang. Ouyang, I think. We sometimes have a viewer who tunes in, Victoria, who can speak Chinese, and so she could probably help us with the pronunciations, but she isn't here with us today. Let's go and clear the activity room together then. How messy can a classroom be? When I love you and you love me. You're not hearing anything from the game audio, Atomic Haunter. Okay, let's do something about that, shall we? I appreciate the game audio is quite low down, so let's bump it up a little. No, I see. Not much is coming through, is it? Is that any better? Not really. How about now? Fiddling with settings as we play. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you can hear it. You were really missing out. I'm not really a fan of this this one. I think that's Lynn. No, this is Serena, isn't it? What is the BWH? That would help. Or look at your face before asking a question. Let's do that. Let's stare at her. Let's do the Larry David treatment, though. Yes, we just need to measure the shape of your skull. No, this game is pathetic. This has none of the humour, none of the charm of Five Hearts Under One Roof. I'm sorry, China. You're currently in second place to South Korea. Oh, wow. We're going for body count already? I can tell why. Wow, she's got a bent finger. She's broken that at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure what physiognomy is either, Atomic Haunter. Please type it into Google and find out for me.
看是冰的吧？
好的。
Wow, she's demanding.
怎么？你不信啊？
Physiognomy.
服务员，再来一打。
Another dozen drinks? Good God. How thirsty are we?
就这么干喝，会不会有点无聊啊？
嗯，
要不我们来玩一个小游戏吧？
什么游戏啊？
一人干一瓶，赢的人可以向输的人提一个要求。
So this is a good old-fashioned drinking game.
怕了？
有点。
哎，你卑鄙！
That lid wasn't on very well. How dare you drink with me? Are we going to be responsible? Physiognomy is the practice of assessing people's personality or characteristics by their by their physical appearance, says Atomic Haunter. There you go. Real science. I'm sure you can do a degree in it. I'm not going to say, how dare you drink with me, and slap the bottle from her hand. I'm going to tell her I'm going to be responsible.
你输了。
算你厉害，说吧，你有什么要求？
我想要你的。
I do not like those fake nails. I'm sorry, this is a preference thing. I've never got on with fake
因为我
nails.
是知道你是故意输给
I
我的。
find them quite scary.
而且我也想尝尝你的酒。
Whenever we do safety checklists on RPGs, before we get started, I always insist that none of the NPCs have fake nails. Wow, we are getting drunk together, apparently. We're with generic Chinese beer. Those labels aren't even on right. Atomic Haunter, you are really a champion in this chat right now, because in a very rare event, you are the only person commenting. There was nothing on the side of her mouth. Ooh. Yeah, there's got some on your hand there. I'm already tempted to say this is the last time I'm going to play this game. And my reasons for why, as I say, none of the charm, none of the humour, none of the excitement, none of the risk that came with 5 Hearts Under One Roof, with 10 dates, with 5 dates. This just seems... It seems... I'm sure it isn't linear, but it certainly seems it's linear. I often stream on Tuesday and Wednesdays around this time, Atomic Haunter, when I have the opportunity. Different games, sometimes fitting them into weekends. Good way to fill out the schedule. Tell people about RPGs that I'm working on.
服务员，买单。
说好的，你帮我，我请客，我买单，买单。
Bundle her into a taxi, get her home. This is a dangerous situation. I don't mind the noir-like music.
李凡，你撞我干嘛？
I
占我便宜吧？
have been working on Monster Kingdoms a lot recently,
那还不是你占便宜啊？
which is the horror fantasy game where you will play evil monsters.
那你就不会不让我
Should be crowdfunding it this month.
那我
I'll turn their volume down a little. And I am having so much fun working with the other authors' drafts on it. The unique kingdoms around the map, the different types of creature you can play, the variety of different monster houses, the variety of abilities, the scepters you can wield, and crowns you can win through slaying beasts, and dungeons you can build. It is really reigniting an old love I had for fantasy. So if anyone watching this is interested, please do check out Monster Kingdoms when it comes to crowdfunding later this month, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know what the utterly ungentlemanly thing to do would be. And what's more, I don't think this is the kind of game where we're going to end up doing something, let's call it illegal, immoral, and also slightly rapey. I think what she'll do is fall asleep on my sofa, another one of my potential love interests will walk in, assume we've got up to something, and my ratings with them will go down. I'm not a big fan of Serena, so I'm going to take her back to her dorm. Hello, Link the Vampire. I'm sorry you can't stick around for this stream, Link, but on the other hand, this isn't the best game we've ever played. Oh god, I thought she was about to get hit by a car. And no sausage man in this game either, Link. That is a speciality reserved for South Korea. We've had very little milk and zero sausage. Frankly, it's been a disappointment. Right, I'll crank the volume up again. Oh, I know. Yes, let's start stalking another young woman at night. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Is it a mandatory thing that in these dating games you need to have a creepy man sneaking around? Because that happened in Five Hearts Under One Roof with no resolution. I'm not going to answer that in the innuendo way that... You can kiss it better if you like.
怎么今天这么莽撞啊？关门的时候可是要小心点的。
那还不是因为刚刚看到你。
啊？你看到我什么？
你
Has she been posing for a man with a camera?
走吧。
Now I'm being a little too pushy.
不行，今天必须说清楚。
We must clarify.
那你先告诉我，你刚刚干嘛去了？
What do we do here? Avril's quite a difficult one to read. We know she isn't brave, but she does like a mystery, I think. I think in most games showering her with praise would be a bad thing to do. In this game, it seems every straightforward answer is the best answer. Atomic Haunter is going for Nature Enigma, so let's maintain the mystery. So hopefully it doesn't frustrate her. I don't think that worked as planned, Atomic Haunter. We've lost our chance with Avril, and it's your fault. If this means we end up with Nico Romanov, I will be very... Did you just see my hand? My character, I think, must be about 50 years old. Oh, God. This game... Alright. Alright. Let's... I feel like Atomic Haunter just blew our chances with Avril, so now we've got to go all in Serena. Let's put ourselves in the position of our character here. Allegedly, he's like a 17 or 18-year-old at school, not a 50-year-old man, based on the wrinkles of his hand. And if I was a horny 18-year-old guy and a girl sent me a message saying, "I wish you were here to keep me warm," I would probably say something like... What would I say? I'd probably see if I could get more selfies out of her. Oh.
我去睡了，晚安。
Right, well, that is that conversation over with. If I can figure out how to end it. Apparently, I can't. Atomic Haunter, you've soft-locked the game.
我去睡了，晚安。
Alright, we'll go through that again then. That chair looks a bit like a large decapitated woman. Look at the hand! That is not the hand of an 18-year-old. And once again...
我去睡了，晚安。
Once again, we cannot proceed from this state. Ah! We could.
林凡，这道数学题我不会，你能帮我看一下吗？
林凡，视频英语我也不会，你能不能帮我翻一下？
I think we've worked in the salt mines all our life, Atomic Haunter. We are, if we're in Vampire the Masquerade terms, we are the, I think it's an ancient Xenishi called Mandalay. I'm good at English. We need Avril. Yes, fuck off. Yeah, get gone, Serena. We don't care about you. Oh, actually, I need to show you her disappointed face. Look at that.
这段话的意思吗？
We like the violet hairdo. It's actually, it is a good look. Mandalay was one of my favourite characters in the, I think it's in the Transylvania Chronicle, or not the Chronicles, in Transylvania by Night. It's just a wonderful, freakish character. Well, here we go. I wonder if our going... Was he in Jerusalem by Night, Atomic Haunter? I thought it was Transylvania by Night. I could be wrong. Yeah, I will take your word for it. I think what is maybe striking me as wrong with this game is they are coming on to me. You know, in Five Hearts Under One Roof, two of the girls were really into me. The one who I used to take baths with, and the one who was locked in my attic. They were into me without any effort. But the other three took a little bit of work. In this game, alright, Avril is a little more standoffish than Serena. But I do think that ultimately Avril isn't going to be that difficult. So let's mix things up. don't offend anyone. Share my love equally. I don't have that level of manual dexterity. Poor Serena. I'm feeling bad for her now. But maybe she should take a hint. I'm clearly not interested, so stop pushing it. Right now we're going for Avril or the Doctor. Not David Tennant. Or any of the other Doctors. It's the Dean!
温凌凡，迎新晚会你准备报什么节目？不行，作为华大唯一一个男生，你必须表演一个节目。
That was actually quite a good response for basically saying, I'm not going to do anything. Mr. Dean. Oh. Wow! Good moves, Mr. Dean. It's the big three. I am sure that there is a market out there. Well, you've heard Atomic Haunt. Oh, Atomic Haunt has just asked us, how exactly did I get into an all-girls school? You've heard of the massive gender disparity in China, of course. Their one-child policy and so forth. It just so happens that in this tiny little province, in a corner of China everyone's forgotten about, it was grossly imbalanced the other way. My character is the only man, or only young man, for hundreds of miles around. Actually, I don't know. It never explains it. I don't care, honestly. This isn't... There's something about this isn't grabbing me. We're just going to keep going all in on Avril. But I do think Avril has some similarities to the girl we were most interested in 5 Hearts Under One Roof. So clearly I have a type. And that's worrying. I don't intend to manifest a type in this game. Where is Hilton Head? Atomic Haunter? Look it up.
为什么要晨跑啊？
练唱跳 rap 是很需要肺活量的。
我总觉得是不是还少了点什么？
哦，你说的是？
Where's this weaponized heresy, Arik 314? Now, what have I done? What have I done that's heretical? I'm not a blasphemer.
你要说这个，我可不困了，马上去穿衣服。
My character trying to go for a jog with a massive erection. That's exactly what happens. That campus really is quite impressive. I'll say that.
累得我都不行了，爬都爬不起来了。
And I like the lampshades, the street lamps as well. There's something quite...
什么奖励啊？
There's something quite remarkably aesthetically pleasing about this part of China, clearly. Atomic Haunter has just made me aware that Hilton Head is an island in South Carolina that a bunch of resorts are on. Mister, what did you miss? We're going all in on Avril because we like bad girls that aren't interested in us. We learned that in Under 5 Hearts, Under One Roof. Ooh, we've got a locked one. But we don't have the right item.
如果我赢了，你要告诉我一个关于你的秘密，没人知道的那种。
好啊，你要是能赢得了我的话。
We really have blown it with Serena. This is supposed to be a jog. Is this one of those empty cities in China?
白跑了。
Milk, milk. Are you a milky girl?
那我也告诉你个秘密吧，我也是个练习生，我练习了2年半呢。
哎呀，你要不信就算了，反正我已经告诉过你了。不过看在你这么努力的份上，我送你个小礼物，这个是我的幸运手链，就这么多啦。
Thank you, Avril.
哇，这么精致的手链，
I will never lose it
放心，
with my 40-year-old hands.
谢谢。
So what you have
看
missed
看你的唱跳功底，来，
is I flirted with the school doctor.
可是雪飘进双眼，看不见你潮牌的谎言。怎么样？
What is interesting to me as someone who isn't Chinese, and if you couldn't tell, and has very little knowledge of Chinese academia,
事吧？
is how much of the text in their dorms and everything is in English.
哎，停停停，要不然就算了吧，咱没必要为了唱歌把命给搭进去。
行吧。
这样吧，唱歌不行的话，我们可以跳舞。你先摆几个帅气的舞蹈动作，我看看。这什么？
Your soul is mine, Kale Ma.
你不知道吗？对你爱不完。
This is
就会这个呀？
at least we're getting a little bit of attitude now. What does this do? Is this a pause button? It is.
这不行啊，要不然我教你几个动作吧，你跟着我学哈。你看好了啊，
All right.
先这样，然后踢腿，一个飞吻，然后心跳，心跳之后送一朵花，会了吗？
哦，我试试看啊。
Okay.
哎，停停停！你这个核心不稳啊，这样的话你的身体会
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my fucking best, all right?
核心是哪儿？
就是腰腹收力，
腰腹，腰腹又是哪儿？
腰腹你都不知道啊？这儿，哎，这儿，
哎呦，
怎么了？
My core is lower down,
距
Avril.
离看你真美。
I'm very bottom heavy. It's my
说
ass.
这些有的没的，话真多，你赶紧跳几下给我看看。
You talk too much. You never shut up.
然后送花儿，
Then give the flower.
这次感觉应该对了吧？
唱跳都不行，没关系，咱们还有 rap 呢。
哎，对啊，这个我拿手。
Oh, this is going to be terrible.
哟，check
Check it out. You can't see me. Not gonna work tomorrow.
哎，你去哪儿啊？
This was a bad idea.
短时间内拯救你这不协调的四肢。
Why does Serena keep pursuing me?
要不然这样吧，
Look, I get that that's a unflattering pose for Avril. Let's not leave her like that. That would be unfair. That's not much better. Come on, Avril. You could do better on a pause
把你
screen.
打扮的好。
I'll live with that. So, we have basically made every effort, every conceivable effort to reject Serena. And yet she keeps showing up. Now, I'm not going to try and make this a gender thing, but I would say that if this were a game where I was playing Serena, let's say, and this student kept hitting on me despite my lack of interest, I would feel a bit creeped out. I might even go to the dean, the guy with the wig, and complain about his attentions. Nico, I understand, because Nico has agreed to play wingman or wing-girl to whatever I decide. I know she's interested in me, but she's also said that she's open to that kind of thing. And Avril isn't exactly throwing in with me that much, but that's who we've decided to go for. Look, I get Atomic Haunter saying maybe Serena is friends with Nico and Avril and likes hanging out with them too. Okay, I'll buy that if she doesn't try flirting with me again. Arek314 says, one time in Three Kingdoms era, one dude did a diss rap so hard his opponent started vomiting blood. Yes, that is. It also appears in Chin the Warring States, one of my favourite role-playing games. It's a special manoeuvre.
看点还能加点同情分，去找身最帅的衣服穿
I thought that said fascist then.
啊？
Been reading too much modern news.
怕你们爱上我。
是吗？快去，快去！
Shamo?
哎，
Okay, what are they dressing up as? I've moved my microphone. Oh, I've dressed up as Ludwig van Beethoven. How's my looking? Pazuzu, there are 3 hearts under this roof. I'm not that fond of any of them, if I'm honest. And I disappear into Nico's bosom. Which coincidentally is where the Tsar and Tsarina's children were hiding the Romanov family jewellery when they got shot. The bullets ricocheted off of them. And so the Bolsheviks had to stab them to death with bayonets. I'm a font of knowledge when it comes to the Russian Revolution. And all that tells me is, Nico Romanov, your days are numbered. Yeah, there is missing something 5 Hearts had, Mr. Mister. It is missing challenge, it's missing humour, it is missing attitude, it's missing good writing. I cannot complain about the backgrounds, because this has probably got the greatest diversity of locations out of any of the games we've been playing so far. Avril's dress looks nice. So, Atomic Haunter, Nico is asking, is Nico meant to be related to the Russian royal family? Her name is Nico Romanov, which is, of course, the same name as the former Tsar, Nicholas II Romanov. Whether that means she is related or not, I have a certain theory. I think she escaped the purges, or her ancestors did, hiding in China. They escaped with the White Russians. And the police are called on me. See, that hand? That hand is not the hand of an 18-year-old boy. I want her to be the descendant of the Romanovs, but... Let's see, okay. Well, haha, look, we're about to go into it. Oh. Yo, Corbin. Is the Black Widow character called Romanov as well? I imagine Romanov is a very common name in Russia, all told. We know what a buck is. Obviously, a buck is a male deer, but we're going to... Okay, we've only got one option there. This is a fantastic back and forth. I'm glad we spent this time together, Nico. Hey, we've always got a minute for you, Avril. Oh, bloody hell, she typed that quickly, didn't she? She is still in college, and she may have a very good job opportunity right now, and she may realise her dream soon. Avril, don't leave us. Don't leave us just as we're trying to earn your love. And she may realise her dreams soon. But if she chooses to continue schooling, that opportunity will be gone. What would you do if it was you? Oh, Jesus. If it was me, I'd be studying. I think she should pursue her dream. Dreams are irrational, and you have to do it while you are irrational. What if it comes true? After stepping into the society, we grow too realistic too soon. That's part of the core tenets of Dengism, or let's I mean, Arek says pursue the dream. I mean, Arek, it's lovely that you are a dreamer. I would feel like I would want to straddle the line a little more if it were me, because I'm not sure which answer is the right one. But you know what? I am beholden to my viewers. Thank you very much for all the thumbs up, by the way. That does make more people tune in because it appears on their phones. When you give a thumbs up, it appears in someone else's subscription feed. As you have been so kind, I think we've just driven Avril off. Well done, Arik. Fuck's sake.
林凡，我电脑出了点问题，着急用，你能来帮我修一下吗？
Okay, Serena, I'll take a look at your laptop. Who are you?
有传言，丽的真实身份就是一个女校大一学生，不会就在你学校吧？
I'm willing to swim in Tabasco for her, which is a new way of... That's a different kind of I'm prepared to drag my balls across broken glass to suck the farts out of her and so forth.
是我。
Of course it's me. Hi, Serena.
怎么？你是第一次进女生宿舍啊？
那倒不是。
No, I'm often hanging around in
你室友呢？
with girls'
都和
dorms.
男朋友出去玩了。
I'm a modern day Ted Bundy. Point me at a sorority house, and you might find me there with a stocking on my head. What's your problem with the laptop? Do you just need to open it? That's a very good survey. You've managed to figure out there's nothing wrong with it just by looking at the outside. I think I've got that
好
background.
奇怪，可是刚刚我怎么点都没有反应的。
那我试试。
I don't have that
这不没什么
background.
问题吗？
好吧。
Are we about to stumble upon images that we weren't supposed to see? I doubt it. I don't think a Chinese game is going to be quite so experimental. Interesting, though. Let's have a look at some of her applications. Can we rewind? We can't. She is using Microsoft Edge. The icons on her screen imply a severe sight impairment. She's also using Microsoft Excel. Answers on a postcard, everybody else. What applications is she using? That looks a little like OBS, in fact. Maybe she's a streamer.
哎，等一下，你这几个文件夹让我有一种强烈的想点进去的冲动啊！
Why is she shaking her head after inviting me in? Oh, Lord. Well, she has a OneDrive subscription. Pazuzu is putting his hands together, I think, for the Japanese adult education. Let's be honest, everybody. Let's be honest. We don't have the option to not dig through her files, Atomic Haunter. Is this the moment my channel gets demonetized, everybody? Is it when I click Japanese adult education in a Chinese game? Because my knowledge of... No, you know what? We're diving in. We're going in.
我想看看这个，你让我看看吧。
你不能点这个。
Well, that was a fucking cock block.
还给我，还给我！
This is getting violent. I'll only give you your laptop back to me if... You've got some kind of conjunctivitis thing going on there on your eyelid. Am I supposed to have been clicking around on the screen on all the scenes to pick up these secret items? Ein Basler, you have stumbled upon a Chinese FMV dating game. What did someone get in your eye? Oh god, we're entering Oz by the sounds of it. If any of you watched HBO's Oz, you'll know all about the random trumpet squeals. Hello, Conan Skyfire. And yes, indeed, Vampire the Masquerade. Started doing vampire videos all about 14 years ago. We have progressed to Chinese dating games. And I have been making Vampire the Masquerade videos recently, World of Darkness videos recently, so don't complain. I'm allowed an outlet, everybody. And right now, it's FMV games of incredibly dubious quality. I mean, this is... this ain't good, is it? We've got all these items that we haven't found a use for yet. Miss, please don't. For those of you who missed it, Ada is our school doctor. Avril, as you can see, we're definitely peaking. This is trash. I agree with you, Arik, and this will be educative for your own love life, Ein Basler. Yes, if you happen to be the only young man at an all-girls school in China, this is going to help you out a great deal. Hello, Ticking Time Bob Chronicle. Everyone's showing up now. What that means is enough people are leaving likes on the video now that it's popping up in everybody's subscription feeds, which on one level is fantastic, but on the other is completely humiliating. Atomic Haunter says, I wonder how big this game's budget was. Pazuzu says, we're like rats digging around for yummy scraps. Well, you know, if at any point anybody wants to ask me a Vampire Masquerade question, or World Below, or Curseborn, or Monster Kingdoms, very much looking forward to that one. Feel free. What does returning to the story... Oh, yes. So... let's just see what else we could have found on her laptop. Instead of Japanese adult education. We'll go for the history of Hong Kong. Oh, great. We've just ended up in the same place. Oh, God. I just want to see the different... because so far the options in this have really not inspired the sense that any of what takes place is particularly different. I did think very badly of the Mariner Gangrel. I agree that they can have a different lifestyle, but the chances for roleplay when you're a vampire underwater are pretty minimal. So choosing basically anything is... oh, we obtained advanced quantum mechanics. She's a Chinese spy. She's going to take down the government. So there is a secret in this game. You could be a Mariner Gangrel who lives in a pineapple under the sea. Yeah, and now we're going to take it back. We're going to present that to the Chinese government and reveal that you are in fact trading in secrets. Secrets that could, well, get you, well, thrown into a camp or shot. Alright, we'll pick a different partner. We're going to say Serena's dressing is cute. I'm not a big fan of Serena. I'm honest. She tries too hard. Oh god, we're not doing all this shit again, are we? Was there a different option that we had here? Oh yes, we could choose for a different... instead of saying pursue your dreams. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, we'll move on to the next chapter momentarily. We'll go for Nico, despite my reticence to throw in with the Imperial dogs. It gets me nothing to do it. I literally end up with nothing from doing that. 40-year-old man's hand again. I wish we could find a secret milk factory in this game. It would make it a lot more fun. Alright, everybody. We have achieved... I don't know what we've achieved, quite honestly. It all feels rather dubious, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think our computer was broken, Dust, in Poland. I think you're right. Wow. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to have you with us. It doesn't sound like voluntary labour if we're being forced to do it. I like her fluffy collar. Wow, we've been dragged before the Dean now. Wig is looking stylish there, Dean. Yep, looking good there, Dean. Can we click on these people? So there's items that we've missed out on. I think her name is based on Avril Lavigne. And the fact that we have a Chinese girl also named Serena, I don't know. I feel like they've kind of adopted westernized names. What the hell? So I'm getting the shit kicked out of me now. But wait, I see a thigh. Oh no, she's got back on the bike now. Alright, we're ditching Avril. We're ditching Avril. We'll go for Nikita Zhao. Okay, yep. Get, as they say up north, get a fuck, Avril. We're going for Nikita. Done. Pazuzu's complaining that her helmet doesn't match the bike colour. Maybe she stole the bike. Maybe she stole the helmet. Maybe she's a master thief. It isn't. It really isn't. That's why I just got knocked to the floor by those three thugs. Again, Nikita, not a traditional Chinese name, but you know what, we'll roll with it. I'm not going to call out the same issues I had with Russians. We were just staring at your ass. raise arms flat. And what, like this? And sit still. We want to be cool here. We're going to lean on her back with caution, because I think if we're too forward with her, I think she has stolen the Gentleman Gamer's heart, Atomic Haunter. I think Miss Zhao here is our best chance at happiness. And I think raise arms flat and sit still. Why can't we just cling onto the back of the bike? That's what you do. As I say on every stream, Velvet Tea Cake, the only way streams get suggested now is if lots of people leave thumbs up on them and lots of people chat on them, and it seems to be utterly random who they pop up for, so it is entirely down to the people watching to interact, to make it show up in your subscription feed. It's terrible. We're going to lean on her back with caution, as opposed to press into her back aggressively. Welcome to my dorm. Oh, thank goodness, she's not even a student. We can get out of this. Great! Game over. All these young women in this game, I'm not complaining, Senor. I'm not complaining that they are easy, but I'm complaining that the game is making it far too easy. I don't mind the idea of being able to date multiple people, Atomic Haunter. And yes, it is the pretend relationship trope. We even had that in Five Hearts Under One Roof, if you recall, with the similarly attitudinal Dong, who basically made us perform as her boyfriend when she was trying to scare off an ex. So we've done this before. But yes, everyone is immediately jumping to I want to be with this faceless guy, and it does remove some of the intrigue. It's not that there are 0 men in the region, Atomic Haunter, it's there's 0 male students. Well, she's my new girlfriend, obviously. Why work, since I now have support? Can I click on anything in the background? I've seen all this happen before. Oh, a pumpkin pillow. I do like them. I'm a rebel. What she should say is non-students are forbidden from dorms. I'm not obeying her. I just disobeyed her. Atomic Haunter, I am in love with the depth of your questions. For example, Atomic Haunter is right now asking, but those men seem to be about your age, certainly within the age range for college. Is there some sort of bizarre socio-economic disparity between young men and women? In China, yes. In this game, also yes, but reversed. I would love to beat around her bush, but I'm going to give an honest account. Was that good?
板阿姨也报备过，反正就是说不清楚。
林凡，记住不要骗我，做什么都行，就是别骗我。
Despite the fact our entire relationship is a lie. You know what? When I was a teenager, when I was a student, when I was in my early 20s, I had the good fortune, I suppose, of, and this is a humble brag, it will sound like one, so let's just call it what it is, of never really struggling to meet girls around my age. And it was because I would put that part largely down to not me being some chiseled Adonis, clearly, but being confident, but also, and this was the main thing, I was a part of several role-playing groups, and I was usually the only guy there in his teens or 20s. Everyone else was in their 50s or above. And whenever there were young women there, that meant that I was in the same position as Lynn in this game. You know, they naturally came to me. And so I can empathise with this character. I can understand what he's going through. And that's given me a renewed appreciation for this fantastic game. Now, all of a sudden, I'm seeing myself in her. And... I don't know. Atomic Haunter says this is maybe an intentionally over-the-top feminist satire of Chinese gender relations. If this is a Chinese game, I doubt it. I think, from my understanding of Chinese media, they tend to very rarely satirize their own government and societal issues. Dustin Poland says never go to a second location. Velvet TK says there are disenfranchised and disengaged folks everywhere. It is interesting they chose to include it in the game. Mr. Yes, agrees, it seems. Iron Baszler says, Jesus Christ, clearly about me. This is where all the dudes hang out. This is where the dicks hang out. Good weights you're lifting there. 7.5 kilograms, that'll put some hair on your chest. I'm not weight shaming him. Everyone needs to start somewhere. That was a very aggressive way to start things. Hey, it's Nikita, my Ford Mustang. That's alright, I want to be beaten, Nikita. Beat me. I think I just tripped over a CrossFit. What the fuck? We're entering a an unsanctioned street fight, cage fight. It's Street Fighter the RPG now. She has lovely eyes. Oh, we got a bit of dramatic zoom. Oh, shit. Okay. Suddenly we've got quick time events. It's not to the death. It's not very quick time. You're not thinking of a documentary, Dustin. You're thinking of a porno. Was that a... Did I do that right? Don't hit her. Although that is what she signed up for. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. You've only just met her. Don't start stroking her head with your sweaty glove. He's my sausage man. Book by Lorem Ipsum. Hetero. Ooh. Well. Well. Let's just commend this Chinese game for giving a reasonable portrayal of a gay Chinese man. This was not the game I was expecting to find. Not that I've played many Chinese games, admittedly, but there's a certain I guess expectation of conservatism that comes with games that come out of China. We've all heard about, for instance, how they like to push LGBTQ plus characters in Disney movies off into the margins or cut them entirely. I'm not suggesting that this game is on the same level as a Moana or whatever, but we just had a guy sneer and basically spit and say, "Huh, hetero," and storm off. So there we go. There we go. We have met our gay guy. We've met our sausage man. Thank goodness. I do not think this game will have the guts to give you a male love interest. The South Korean one did. We could have ended up with a sausage man, but we didn't. And South Korean games are pretty damn conservative as well.
担心你会被我爸介绍的相亲对象打死。他叫以森，篮网散打冠军，而且脾气还很差。等他知道你是我男朋友的事传开了，他肯定会去找你的。
Well, luckily, if these quick-time events are as slow as these ones were throughout the entire game, I should be alright. Alright, who's going to have broken into my apartment this time? Oh, no, she's still with me.
这有什么？我能用下洗手间吗？
You can do whatever you like in there. I'll even turn the cameras off. There is a real advantage. Oh no, these are our two prospective girls now. Don't forget, Avril Lavigne here was the girl we were going for the first quarter of play. And now we've entered our second quarter and Nikita has won our heart. And they are both in the same space as us. Not only that, she's come with English-coded pizza boxes. Yes, the pizzas look very small. I doubt they're very good quality, but they do say pizza is love on them. And right now, I have love garlic on my t-shirt. Avril, you are making things very difficult for me. Of course, let's also add to the fact that in our incredibly anglicised room, we've got cat, we've got 3, 4, 5 in words, but then that shifts to numerics. New York stars, single slice per box. So, Atomic Haunter believes Nikita's going to walk out of the shower in just a towel. I mean, I wish. And Avril's going to freak out, almost certainly, and I'll have to choose one of them. Ein Basler says, this is the most effective propaganda I've seen. Long live the People's Republic. It turns out China's remarkably progressive. Who knew? Oh. Wow, I didn't even get to choose. That was a quick shower. Oh, she was just using the bathroom. Oh god, those are horrible looking pizzas. You can keep them. I don't want the pizza. Don't you have a mouth? My god, that's a very aggressive way to... That is the ugliest looking pizza I think I've ever seen outside of, you know, shit posts on Reddit. If this is genuinely supposed to be a pizza, that is just disgusting. That's a vending machine pizza. They exist, by the way, in Glasgow. You can get a pizza out of a vending machine in Scotland. They're not good. We can try and distract them from their fighting. This pizza's getting cold. Or we can say, don't you have a mouth? Ask by yourself. I feel like that is going to really upset Avril. But what are we going to do here, everybody? What are we going to do? And do we think this game was actually filmed in America due to the sheer number of English phrases that we're seeing on every single surface? Or was it made that way to appeal to a Western audience such as myself? See, the mystery deepens. The pizza is getting cold. It doesn't look terribly hot already. Yes, eat it together, like the lady and the tramp. Only I know which one of you is the tramp. What is that topping? That's not pineapple. And I'm not suggesting pineapple is to everyone's tastes. I'm not sure what that is. Those are tomato chunks that aren't even... that haven't been baked or anything. You've got my pumpkin pillow. That's my fucking pumpkin pillow. Can we click on any items? Okay. What are we going to go for? What is this situation, says Tom. Well, Tom, Nikita came in to use our bathroom after saving us from some thugs and after we beat her up in an MMA match, which I think you were there for. But coincidentally, Avril showed up with her terrible fucking pizzas afterwards, and now they feel awkward because both of them are attracted to me. Velvet Tea Cake suggests we leave. Let me remind you, this is my apartment. We can ask Avril to stay. We can ask Nikita to stay. We've got to go for Nikita, haven't we? Although Atomic Haunter says leave the two of them alone together. Mr. Mister says Nikita. Atomic Haunter says we leave. Velvet Tea Cake says we leave. Any other votes on what we do here? Is anyone in favour of Avril at this point after that abomination of a pizza she just served to us? That has really sent her plummeting in my estimations, I've got to be honest. But leaving your own house is odd, says Ticking Time Bob Chronicle. I agree. Arik says Nikita. Choose the fighting path, says Tom. Gotta go with Nikita, says Dustin Poland. We've got to go for Nikita. We've got to go for Nikita. I think Nikita's... Yeah, in fact, now Ein Basler said option 2 as well. Everyone says the pizza is unforgivable. Wow. Rebecca says Avril dropped in unannounced with bad pizza, so it's rude. We're going to leave. I think it's just about even. That was a real sort of childish gesture. Thought we were about to start pissing then. That achieved nothing. We're asking Nikita to stay. Sorry. We want something that's going to increase our... I feel very bad now. Oh! Well, Nikita seemed to appreciate it. But I'm not sure that it... Well, you know what? We're going to see what happens if we ask Avril to stay. Oh, that's a very good excuse there. Avril really liked that. Now you fuck off, Avril. Ugh. Well, what was the point? So if we went for the diplomatic middle route, all we got was no heart bonus. So the big question really is whose affection do we want to win here? Do we want Avril's or Nikita's? And I think, honestly, Nikita is more our style at this point. So we're going to ask her to stay. There we go. Alright, next scene. All routes lead to loneliness, Velvet Tea Cake. So it ever has been in life. Well, it's a game about communism, Ticking Time Bob, and empty university campuses. Because the weird thing is, wow, I've really got bad eyesight and the hands of a 40-year-old, as I've already made clear. Oh, wow! People are on campus. They just appeared out of nowhere.
回微信，不接电话。
我今天没带手机。
是这样啊，那我错怪你了。
Is she supposed to like us? I don't mind having a character that is really... that you have to work to please, but she's a touch too on the aggressive side. Oh, we gotta go for look meteor shower. It didn't work? I think we have already unlocked the student council girl as a new romance interest, and for some reason she's just not biting. Maybe because we haven't put in any effort to appeal to her. I do like her puffed up skirt though. That... well, hello. Well, I think we've just stumbled into... oh, God. They do these in China as well then, do they? I've heard of these. I think I saw them in, what's that anime called? Steins Gate. I like the decapitated one. Yes, I like both the decapitated ones. Those are my favourites. I love a static body with no head. Well, it appears our student union president has 0 love points because she's a bitch. And also has a secret life as a cat girl. What was that? I think that was a secret advert for another game by the same publisher, don't you? It doesn't. It looks full of chemicals. So is this another one of those ones where we can drinko? Yes, where we can click on random items. This is what we were supposed to have been doing throughout the rest of the game. Apparently. We were supposed to have been clicking on random things and collecting them. So now we're just clicking on everything. No, it doesn't. It looks over... oh, it seems to suit foreigners better. Is this a board game? It is! That's Carcassonne! That's Carcassonne, that I'm gesturing at right now. You can't see it because my head's in the way. Hang on, let me move myself. It's a shame let's see if I can fit myself on one of these. Lovely outfits. Anyway, so as you can see where my cursor is right now, here, this is the Carcassonne board game, which has apparently made it all the way over to this Chinese FMV game. And what else do we have going on here? Here's the big board game test, everybody. I think Pass the Pigs. Where's Pass the Pigs? I've got Pass the Pigs down here, actually. Here's Pass the Pigs. Where are you seeing Pass the Pigs on this shelf? I would be very interested, all you board game enthusiasts in the chat, to see if you recognise any more of these. So Rebecca says we should... might be... is that Doe? I don't know that one, Taking Time Bob. The skinny blue one on the second shelf. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can see past the pigs going on here. But yes, Rebecca's suggesting we dress up in the red outfit. Oh, there we go again. Oh, and look, there's some more board games down there. So let's pause it a sec. I'm more interested in that. I'm more interested in pausing the game and scanning the bookshelves than I am actually playing the game. Look at how many hearts I've got in the Maid Cafe. Alright, Ein Basler. Well, you're going to be seeing these girls in your dreams anyway, because that's just like I do. And so there's Manila there. Okay. What else have we got here? Ticket to Ride on the bottom shelf. Yep, there. It seems China has got Ticket to Ride. So this is a very generic board game cafe, isn't it? I'm not seeing anything. That is shit. The Tokyo game where you got the kaiju, I think. But yeah, and that's War Machine, I think. Is that War Machine? It looks like War Machine. King of Tokyo, that's what I was thinking of. Yes, I'm fairly certain that's King of Tokyo. And we've got Tsuro at the top as well. Okay, so there's some games here that aren't necessarily ultra generic. There's nothing worse than a board game cafe when you go into it and all they've got is fucking Settlers of Catan and Carcassonne, 2 copies of Carcassonne. Everyone loves Azul now, but just seeing copies of Azul there as well. You want something interesting. You need junk mat. Oh, let's pause. Okay, so what else have we got going on up here? I'm not sure I recognise that. What is going on there? That looks like a dwarf. There's a dragon. That is Tsuro, isn't it? I think. I'm not sure that is War Machine anymore. This is the same box. Yes, Gloom is a popular game in cafes. You're probably not going to be able to see it. That looks like the back. Oh no, this is one box that's opened up. I know this is probably not very interesting at all to most people. But to me, this is the highlight of the game. It's working out. It's working out which games they've been playing in the kitten cafes in China. I'm looking good. Anyway, let's move me back to my normal position. I don't get what that's supposed to mean. It seems to suit foreigners better. This looks to me, I mean, I've really got no preference. I've never been to a kitten cafe, I'll be clear here. Kitten cafe engineer. This seems to me to be a more traditional Maid's outfit. This seems very overblown with all that at the front. Can we pick a board game to play then? No, I think we've clicked on everything that could be clicked on. Alright. Yeah, you need those love hearts, so you're going to do exactly what we say. This is a bit awkward. This is, I get that she's supposed to be the mean, authoritative student union president, but this is a little like finding out a girl in the dorm is struggling to pay her her accommodation or a student loan, and so let's say she's set up an OnlyFans, and confronting her with it to embarrass her. I find this a little... yeah, a little unpleasant, really. Can't hold the coffee, feed me. And in... It's amusing, so I'm tempted. An invitation to join my girlfriend's squad. That's what it is at this point. Or my shoulder is so sore, give me a massage. It's a bit cruel, Pazuzu. Arek314 says 24 euros. 24 euros for what? So what are we going for, people? This is clear. This is an important decision. We're speaking about morals here. Rebecca says throwing up cat gif. Well, appropriate, really, given the whole kitten thing. Pazuzu says we should squad up. A 100 yuan coffee. Atomic Haunter says feed me. So we've got 1 vote for girlfriend squad, 1 vote for feed me. Anyone else? I mean, technically that means at least we're going along with the ruse if we go for the feeder option. Dustin Poland is also going for feed me. Okay, so that's 2 votes there, 1 vote here, 0 votes for the massage. Any advances, or shall we just roll with it? Velvet Tea Cake also says girlfriend squads. That's 2 versus 2. Okay, we need a tiebreaker here. Someone who's watching live, get on in. Maximilian Helvicus has finally commented, say morals harem route. So that's another vote for the girlfriend squad. But at the same time, Mr. Mister has said can't hold the coffee, feed me. So that is another vote for that option. 3 versus 3. I appreciate, Maximilian, you chiming in specifically to vote in favour of the harem. Welcome aboard. I'm glad you have joined in. Arek, just to confuse the matters, is going for the massage option. But that's only 1 vote. Tom Murr says, this feels like a situation that needs a box about consent and the usage of the presence discipline. Fuck's sake, Tom, this isn't Vampire the Masquerade. Pull your head out your ass and vote. That's what I say to people when they press do the X card in a game. Fuck's sake! No, I don't. I'm very conscientious as a GM. 2. Okay, it looks like the girlfriend squad is victorious. I thought I had 4 at this point. More of a Go player than Mahjong. This is... I'll give you an inch. I'll give you 3 whole inches of genuine Chinese steel. Blackmailing you. My character has none of the charm of Yunam in 5 Hearts Under One Roof. I know I keep comparing this to the game to that. I will also oh my god. Oh no. The first night of the Exploration Society in Chapter 1 to get her to lift her skirt. Oh god. I know I can keep comparing it to 5 Hearts, but I could even compare this to 5 Dates and 10 Dates, and I would still say this is the creepiest character, most aggressive, onanistic playthrough, and yet at the same time utterly unsexy. There is nothing... I mean, yes, the young women, the actresses in this are very good looking, but there is nothing about any of the situations in this game that is at all appealing. And that's not to say that in 5 Dates and 10 Dates and 5 Hearts Under One Roof I was here jerking off while playing. I saved that till later. No. There was at least something... There was something enjoyable about it. I'm not saying it was like going on a date, but there was at least a relaxed, fun feeling of playing a game that was friendly and jokey and a bit courteous. This is not that. Sit on your heels for me. Sit on your heels, Mr. Mister is it says this is Vince McMahon, and then it says shit on me. He's gotta puke. He's gotta puke. Look at the mess. Oh my god. She liked it, so it's fine. Spread for me! I think the best thing for us to do here as a gentleman is pretend that we never recognized her. I thought we were doing something nice. Wow, your salary must be fucking awful then. Okay, alright. Are we going to sympathise her with an utterly condescending, I know your life is not easy here in the Kitten Cafe where you clearly suck at your job? Or are we going to demand that she calls me master again, which I think she kind of gets off on? You know what? Everybody, we're going to keep playing. Neither of these are good. Neither of these are good. But we're going to... Great, that'll affect your salary. Wow, she liked it. You look so much prettier when you smile. Look, I brought you a McFlurry. I'm gonna traffic you to Brock Lesnar. I mean, I think I blew that chance. She likes to be dominated. In her regular life, she likes to dominate, but as a kitten girl, as a maid, she likes to be bossed around. This is, I mean, it's pretty, that's not an unusual dichotomy, is it? I mean, when I'm a kitten girl, I like to be bossed around. Have I been sharing these photos? 50 Shades of Shit, I think. So, would either of you two girls like to be in my harem? Yeah, he's such a gentleman as the only guy on campus. Is this a... Well, hang on. Why are we going back there? So we're not allowed to tell people these details, but you've just given me her whole fucking backstory. All I wanted to do was play a game of Carcassonne in your shitty cafe.
啊？我是他一个学弟。
其实白小岩这个人吧，挺闹钱的，因为他从来都不答应客人的聊天要求。
Ah, Link has explained we are here to fix the photo situation. Well, it's a bit late, isn't it, if the photo is being shared around?
那一天你们俩在一起聊了很久，你们还挺吃惊的。你离开后，他一个人在窗边哭了很久。
Oh my god, well, that's because I was horrible.
这个照片是 P 的，貌似不行的，很容易被筛出来，那就应该制造更大的新闻，转移大家的注意力。
Whoever that one is a bloody good kitten.
可以服装更劲爆。
Which, what are we going to go for here? Drinko. We're going to go for a bold idea. I'm in drag. Look at that. This is what a guy should do to make up for being a complete cunt. At which point I am taken off to a Chinese internment camp. We've got a lot of progressive Chinese males in this game. This is what you should do.
对不起啊，你啊不，校长，我错了。您
Vince would wear an evening gown in a match. Yes, I am bringing... That wig is a lot better, actually. Jesus, 2,000 words. I could churn that out in about 3 hours. 2 hours. A lot of the guys like me in this outfit. I think his wig is changing every time, Mr. Mister. I do like that.
学姐请见。
So we're going to get... who's going to interrupt this particular carousing?
学姐，你打工的事真的不是我说出去的。
I'm a big fan of my accessories book. Oh, there's Train Spotting! I don't think it's the novel. I think it's a generic IKEA book about train spotting.
我告诉了店长，店长把他开除了，他从此就记恨我了。
真不是个东西。
但是发生了这件事，我其实挺高兴的。
Well, it's nice to see you happy, because you're so much better looking when you smile.
应该的。谁叫你是我学姐嘛？
你只把我当学姐吗？
Oh, right, you can join the harem as well.
林凡，
Yes, I think the humour from the dressing in the maid outfit was a good thing for us to do. Let's stand up. I'm not sure for what purpose.
林凡，谢谢你。
Oh, okay. Ow, I feel like I've just been impaled.
别说出来。
Am I still dressed as a maid right now? I genuinely thought she was about to drop to her knees. I'm sorry, I did. Avril is clearly the... Well, I managed that with very little effort. This isn't what I wanted. I didn't want... Apparently, without even trying, Lee... But I can see why she's crying now. Lee is currently in charge. I mean, we have, by going to the kitten party thing, the kitten cafe, we have basically won out with Lay-by. She's a lay-by. Nikita, sadly, I thought we did really well with her. And yes, indeed, Maximilian, I guess we just chose lots of very good choices there for the speed run. Ada, we've only ever had one scene with her. I don't know if we're going to get more. So here's what we're going to try and do now. We need to go all the way back to chapter 1. We need to go to these places where we can... Yep. This is our opening dream. It's always a bath, isn't it? It's always a fucking bath. We need to... Oh, yes, we went for the milk last time, didn't we? I think. Skipping. What we're trying to do here... We'll see what Avril's doing, because we're still going to try our luck with Avril. We like pushing these people out the way. We're going to distract the teacher again. We're not trying to... Oh no, last time it was make a mess, I think. Isometric exercises. Why are we doing this, I hear you cry? Because apparently we can find a book in one of our freeze frame broken sword scenes. You know, Mr. you joke about Rocky Horror. It is the only musical to which I think I still know all the words. I think I probably say that every single fucking time we play. So, those of you who are watching live, Fenghua. Let's find out where in China Fenghua is. Assuming they didn't invent it for the sake of this game. So yes, apparently there are things... Yeah, so we've already got the sanitary pad. We've got Femininity 101. We've got the girl band cheering board. We've got the pastry. We've got the candies. All of that's done. Can we click on anything else around here? No? Okay. There's Nico again. We save her from breaking... Oh no, we didn't save her. Okay, that's fine. We rub some iodine on her to keep her away from... Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea. There's nothing wrong with a man who carries spare sanitary pads. Part of the city of Ningbo. So yes, why are we doing this? Because apparently there's a book we can click on somewhere in the freeze frame scene. It was in chapter 1. That we could have used in the kitten cafe to make her lift her skirt. That's what this has come to. Yeah, we know. This last time we hid her wallet from her, didn't we? So this time we'll give her her wallet back. We're not going to just tell her to leave. 2 former presidents live in Ningbo. There we go. I did not know that. Come on. Right, anyway. So, yes, we're trying to find this book. It's a book about exploration, apparently. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this asshole. Well, Arak says, while I love the story and I'm glued to the screen, I need to wake up in 6 hours. Enjoy the trip, Sino Creepernauts. We're going to find this fucking book. Oh, good, it's her. We're going to sit next to Avril. We're not going to lure away Giganto. We apparently haven't seen this before. I think the last time we had this cutscene, it had both of them in, didn't it? Because we were sleeping between both of them. This all seems thoroughly respectable. I should try glasses frames like that, shouldn't I? What are you doing with that rod? The Bhutan. Sleep well, Arak. Yes, indeed. Oh, apparently they are also an electronics company. This could be an advert. Okay, this time... Ah, yes, I remember now. This was all part of the exploration. Last time, I think we went to the storage room, so we're going to go to the lecture theatre. Oh no, we did all 3. In almost every other one, there has been hidden things to click on, but apparently not this time. Last time I think we teamed up with Avril and it didn't go so well. But you know what? We'll try it again. What did we go last time? I'll standy by. Very brave. Really, the entire purpose of our doing this, everyone watching, is so that we can acquire a book that allows us to look under a kitten maid's skirt. Let's remind ourselves why we're doing this. It's not my fault. I didn't choose this. All of you in the chat chose this. Looks exactly like the Dean. There he goes. I can't remember what we did last time. I think last time we must have gone to the lecture theatre. Or we ran out of time. This time it's going on a lot longer. Last time we failed at the first hurdle. Oh, everyone loved this. So that's the best way to earn their love. And once again, we did not find the magic book. It has to be somewhere. This time we got Avril's hair clip. So if we were to look at, let's see, would it be that? Man with spare pad. Not that. Wet dreams. See all three dreams involving Avril and Serena. We can do that. No one holds their liquor better. Don't chicken out in the drinking contest with Serena. Maid remote control. I feel like this is... Call me Aquaman. I wonder if DC knows about this. Why is Avril the highest, Mr. Mister? Well, we have been kind of pursuing her slightly. Alright, we'll see if we can... we'll go back to what is going on. See if we can unlock some last options. I know playing the completionist route isn't necessarily the most exciting. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. It's not the most glorious of recommendations, but I will get my wet dream achievement. So where is that again? That was the... Ah, yes, it was the Exploration Society. So this time we'll go to Serena. Yeah, it was something about the book in the Exploration Society. Call me Aquaman because I like the smell of fish and diving into damp places. Yeah, I regret saying that as well. I guess it is possible it's on Nico's route. We do keep throwing in with Avril, don't we? Those gloves look indecent. Everything about this game is indecent. Oh. That was a thoroughly... That wasn't a terribly sexy daydream. Alright, so this time we're going to go with Nico. We're going to try Nico out. That was what was suggested in the chat. We might be able to find this book. Alright, which one of you clever dicks decided to look this up? Which one of you, Velvet Tea Cake, did you look it up? Did you look it up? Well, we're going to go for the ultra-perverse route shortly after. You speak very good Chinese for a foreigner, though. Or I should say Mandarin. play a joke. I wanted to fall out the wall, out of the window.
前任还有什么小方体？
There's no fire escape ladder or whatnot.
讨厌，讨厌，讨厌！你吓死我了！
Oh, that was a good move. Apparently, that was a good move. To make her feel like she was about to be pushed out the window has made her love me even more. Alright, this time we will, we'll take a few different routes. And this time we'll head on downstairs. Tom says the raids of Castamere starting in another pain. So now that we've finished it like that, unfortunately... Look at that. Nico shot up because we threatened to push her out a window. The problem is, every time we replay this, we are completely hamstringing our love affair with Avril, aren't we? So basically, we need to, and I promise I'm just going to skip these this time. I'm going to bump Avril up again. I'm sorry, we're not getting the sexy dream this time. We're going for Avril again. We're going to earn her affection. We're going to go up through the doll corridor, because we've got to reboost that affection that Avril has for us. And then we get affection from everybody for doing this. And finally... There we go. So that's a little closer to where we want it to be. Now let's go back to Senior's little secret. Because now we're going to... before we wrap this up, it's the scene everyone has been waiting for. This pizza is not good. You are quite right. I'm glad the person who made this game is of the same view that I am, that this pizza is fucking terrible. Alright then, so we're going to get back into this. Last time we invited her to join the girlfriend squad, I don't think it did anything for her, so this time we're going to be more dominant. You know, a kilo of feathers weighs the same as a kilo of concrete. So far, what we've found in this game is being cruel and sadistic is the best way of earning the favour of the girls in this game. So I want to see, is this actually going to make her like us even more? You know, I don't think she's cut out for this Maid cafe thing. Right, there was absolutely no benefit to doing that. So this time we'll ask for a massage. Oh, that was a good move. Yeah, I don't think she's a natural maid. Not that I'm an expert. Alright, here we go, everybody. This is what we've been building up for all of you perverts watching live. This is on you, remember. This wasn't my choice. This was all of you demanding, saying you've got to find the book that you all said. You've got to go back to chapter 1, find the adventure book, and then Velvet Tea Cake came along and pointed out exactly where to find it, because apparently, by chance, they knew where it was. So... a very good pun there from Mr. Mister. She's not made for this. You could say she's a bit of a pussy. So, we're going to lift the skirt and see what happens. Come on, put some fucking welly into it. She loved that, though. Holla. Call me master. We know it goes well. And once again, we will dress up in drag, because that went very well for us last time. We're going to get her onto her knees. We'll ask her what she's doing this time. Yes, I think those of you who are saying she is a switch very much picked up on her whole modus operandi. We got a hug. Apparently that's an achievement. A hug of love. She's got the hug. She's got the hug. So she's gonna... let's see, what kind of effect did it have on us? Because we got the little red hearts going up when she went for the hug. Is this one going to give us the sort of heart monitor? Yes, which I assume is even better. I assume that's better. I don't know. Alright, anyway. So Lee, or Leia, is completely smashing the other girls out of the water now. I mean, Serena, you're fucked, love. I'm sorry. Nico, not much of a chance. Ada hasn't had much of a look in. But Avril, Leah, and Nikita's on the outside looking in. We're still going to aim for Nikita. I think Leah's thing is that she is desperate for affection. She's a very lonely person and doesn't know how to conduct herself very well. In a way, Avril's the same. She's quite pushing me away. And there's something about the way I play these games. I don't know whether this is an insight into my id. I am more attracted to the girls who, I suppose, require a bit more effort. Serena and Nico, no interest on my part whatsoever. No interest whatsoever. Ada, still too much of a mystery. Pazuzu is wondering if Leia is the Gran of this game. Is she going to be the Gran Dong of this game? There is time. We all thought it was going to be Nikita Zhao because she's a biker, she's hardcore. But then again, Leia did do the whole Maid thing pretty easily. So, anyway, that is all of that done. So we've got the enigmatic neighbour as chapter 4, but that is all we're going... God, those pizzas look terrible, don't they? Look, we've got another scene going on there in the Maid Cafe that we never got to experience. But I think that is a cue for me to call it a night. I want to say thank you very much for all of you people who have decided to tune in live for some god-forsaken reason. I don't understand it, but you clearly find this entertaining on some level. It gives me hope. It makes me think that we should finish this game, but we will play... there we go. Let's get another set of videos playing. We never played Mahjong. And yes, thank you so much for watching, everybody. As always, I like to finish these things by asking people if they haven't checked out The World Below yet on Drive-Thru-RPG or Back-A-Kit, please do. This time of year, here's where I beg like a kitten maid. It's slightly more difficult for me financially. That doesn't mean I'm struggling or anything like that. What it does mean is if you like these videos and want to support me on Patreon, please consider doing so. Join our server, talk about RPGs, play some games with us, request videos. My Patreon link is in the video description below. But also, if you are on the lookout for an RPG, The World Below, if you buy it through Drive-Thru-RPG or you buy it through Back-A-Kit, I get a cut from that sale. It's the only game I get royalties on, so I do appreciate if you consider doing that. It's a humble ask, you don't have to do anything, but if you enjoy the time I spend making these things and the games that I make, please consider it, and I appreciate it very, very much. Anyway, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time for more FMV madness. Bye-bye.